All right, let's have a conversation. America is broken. Please do not come here right now for tourism. I know that a good chunk of our audience is outside of America, and I'm kind of talking to you, but I'm looking for my fellow Americans to kind of back me up here. It has been getting worse and worse in this country for the past year, ever since King Trump got elected. But in the last month or so, we have truly hit all-time new lows. It is not safe here right now if you're a U.S. citizen. It is definitely not safe if you're a tourist. I mean, it is such a long list of reasons why you should not be coming here. And I got to be honest with you, it kind of pains me to even be saying something like this. I do love America, and we're not all to blame, clearly. I mean, 49 point something percent of us voted for Trump, but the other 48% of us came this close to getting it right. And we're going to fix this shit show one of these days, but that day is not today. We've got a chance in the midterm elections coming up here in, 11 months. But in between now and then, I would tell you just simply do not come to America. We need to be punished right now, okay? We need tangible effects on the economy, reasons not to be voting for any Republican. Us Americans in November, we have to vote straight ticket, vote blue no matter who, as we always say. Let's start off with these sort of tangible reasons why foreign tourists should be boycotting America right now. I mean, first of all, we're trying to charge you guys $250 in increased visa fees. $250, that's a lot. Not to mention, we're now charging foreigners an extra $100 to get into our national parks, which are some of the few reasons to even be coming to America. And a lot of this stuff are, in blue states, California, Washington State, Oregon, all great states, places I have personally spent a good chunk of my life living at. And I'm not trying to hurt any of the blue states or any of us blue-leaning types, but you go and spend money in California, and it does trickle into the national economy, and it does not show the decrease in tourism that we do need to see. These tariffs, I mean, they are beyond insulting to every country that we have put them on. And as a lot of Americans have finally figured out, we're the ones actually paying for them. At Christmas, I ordered a dirt bike helmet for my son from Germany. The helmet was $200. The tariff was $65 just to get it here. It's insulting to your side and ours. We got the World Cup coming to America. Now, granted, soccer is not as big in America as it is everywhere else, but I know a lot of foreign tourists want to come here for that. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't. And by the way, one of the World Cups is in Seattle, home of Starbucks. They make a good cup of coffee, but I would not come here for that reason or anything else. So yeah, boycott the World Cup. Watch it on TV where you're safe and home in your country, because we're definitely not safe here. And, hey, up north, Canada, you're near Seattle. I know a lot of you wanted to come down here for these games, but don't. And Seattle's definitely a blue city. I lived there for 10 years. I love that town. I don't want to hurt them. But Canadian tourism, ever since we, tried to declare you guys as the 51st state, has plummeted. Something like a 20% decrease of you guys driving down here and about 30% less of you flying down here. Not to mention you're not buying any of our whiskey anymore, which is part of a, proud American tradition. I mean, that alone, I think it cost us close to $6 billion that we have lost from Canadian tourism. And again, as much as it hurts me to say this, we have to feel that pain. We have to get this Trump regime the hell out of here. I think our tourism, some numbers just came out, 6.3% decrease overall in tourism. A lot of that's Canada and Mexico, but I'm talking, worldwide. So that has created a $70 billion deficit, billion with a B. As Doge and Trump are trying to save us money, they're hemorrhaging money in areas like that because of how we're treating foreigners, tourists. Not to mention this proposal that it's going to go into effect this year. You just watch, where we're asking for 5 years of your social media history to let you into our beloved country. That is so invasive and insulting. I traveled to Europe this past summer. If one of your countries told me they want to see 5 years of my social media because of some opinion of mine disagreed with the current administration, that you wouldn't let me into your country, that is beyond insulting, but that is exactly what we're trying to do here. It's almost like we're already begging you not to come here. So I think me calling for an actual tourism ban is just sort of adding on to what's happening. And like I said, we here in America are absolutely embarrassed by what is happening here. Certainly the 48% of us that voted blue, but more and more of the people that voted for Trump are regretting that. I mean, we've covered that thoroughly here on Really American. And like I said, we're not safe. You think you're safe? Especially if you're not white? I mean, good God. Look at what ICE is doing in this country. That's our immigration Gestapo police force. I mean, if you're a foreigner, they can arrest you and detain you and do whatever the hell they want with you for any amount of time, and there is no accountability. They're detaining U.S. citizens for days, for weeks, for months. That is so un-American, but they're doing it to us. So think about that. Not to mention, I mean, they shot a priest in the face with a pepper ball. They just shot a mother in Minneapolis, Minnesota after she dropped her kid off at daycare because the ICE agent thought she was going to run him over, even though the video shows that that is not even remotely true, especially the new body cam that just came out yesterday. I mean, she was cranking the wheel to the right. She was clearly trying to get around him. And he shot and killed a U.S. citizen. Shot her in the face, and then they refused to give her first aid. That's a U.S. citizen. What do you think they're going to do to you? One of our congressmen, somebody that we elected in this country to represent us, tweeted out a picture today of George Floyd and Renee Good, that mother who was murdered by ICE, with the caption, "Just comply." Think about that. Just comply. That's what we're telling not only our citizens, but certainly any foreign tourist who want to come here and see the splendor and all the good things America does have to offer. You want to spend your money here, but we're charging you more to get here. We're looking at your social media. You're under ICE threat, and we're telling you to just comply. We're invading other countries willy-nilly. I mean, Venezuela is the tip of the iceberg. Speaking of icebergs, Greenland. Trump is not joking about that. He wants to take that country from a NATO ally of ours. That is what he thinks of you. Trump just said this week that the only thing stopping him from doing whatever he wants to do is, quote, "my own morality, my own mind. It's the only thing that can stop me." He said, "I don't need international law." He doesn't need international law. That is the amount of respect he has for foreigners. Racism has been emboldened in this country, just to beyond embarrassing extent. Political violence, I mean, it's gone off the charts, not to mention public shootings. Then I know if you're from a non-American country, public shootings are few and far between if they've ever even happened. Trump's pulling out of the UN climate accords. That's the level of respect he has for this entire planet. And I've done a lot of stories about you guys laughing at us, the protest art that we have seen abroad. I mean, some brilliant displays. Whether it's the Chinese Trump impersonator, this Chinese citizen who does a great Trump impersonation, or, the Statue of Liberty crying on the side of a building in France. We had a comedian from the UK throw Nazi-covered golf balls at Trump when he was at one of his golf courses in Scotland. I mean, you guys do see the obviousness of the truth from afar. And I'm just telling you, for now, stay afar. America needs to be punished, and you don't need this kind of crap. There are a lot of great places on this planet to visit and spend your dollars, so I would recommend you do that. On behalf of everyone here who is really American, we are truly embarrassed by this. We are sorry. We're working on it. We're sounding the alarm bell here. We're going to get everyone out for the midterm elections this year. We're going to freeze his agenda. And in 2028, we will take the reins back. We will vote blue. We will restore sanity. And then you can come here. Come here en masse. You will be welcomed. We will thank you for doing that. But in the meantime, it pains me, but I have to say, you need to boycott America. We need a tourism boycott. It really hurts me to say that, but it's what this country needs. We need some tough love, and you don't need to put up with what's going on over here. It's scary. I am truly embarrassed to be an American right now. So on behalf of the whole team here, keep supporting this channel. I mean, we are a big part of the resistance, and some of the other people you see online fighting back. Please share this kind of message. get the word out, help us take back this country. But in the meantime, just please be our friends from abroad. Don't hold it against all of us, and keep paying attention. You'll be able to tell when it's safe to come here again. Wait for some elections. In the meantime, for Really American Media, I'm Steve Harness. You can check out my podcast, The Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. It's right here on the RA Media YouTube page and anywhere you get podcasts. So we'll talk to you more next time.